Hello friends, today I am going to show how billing software works. So let me click on the billing.exe shortcut. I already have installed the software and create a shortcut of that software. So I am now clicking on billing.exe shortcut. So this is the billing software. Okay. Now in this billing software there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 menus. Okay. First you need to go to my company. Okay. Under my company you can see update details and change logo. Now in update details I already have saved this thing as my company name and address, so you can just delete it and change it or update. Say I am updating my mobile number. Okay, so I am pressing here 8 and saved it. Okay, so company details updated. You can see the company detail is updated. Now to check that it has been actually updated, now let me go to another link. So that is change logo. Now I have come to change logo and I am going again back to update details section. So I can see that the mobile number section has been updated. Okay. Now I'm coming to change logo section. So for your company logo you need to upload the picture. For my case I have uploaded my company's logo, GTech IT Solution. Okay. Now if you want to change it, you need to browse from here and change a logo. Okay. So let me check where I can find another logo. Projects and go to GTech Solution, billing images. No, it's not present here. Main debug images. Billing.txt, billing software, images. Yes. So here I can see that there are more logo files that I have kept. So I am changing the logo file now. Okay. So I am choosing images.png, this file. Now open this file and now I am going to save this file. So logo saved successfully. Click OK. You can see the logo has been changed. Okay. And one more thing you need to note is that the image dimension should be width cross height, that is 813 pixel cross 132 pixel. Okay. And old logo will be replaced by the new logo. Okay. So you must have a logo PNG file. Okay. And whose dimension will be 831 cross 132 pixel. Okay. So I am changing it back to my old logo that was saved earlier. Okay. I'm going back and changing it to the old logo. Okay. You can see the logo has been changed again back to my old. Now come to the GST rate. The GST rate has 3 sections: add new rate, delete and view. First I am going to view, as I already have added some GST rates. So let's go to view. You can see these are the rates that I already have added. Okay. Now I want to add another rate. Okay. So I am adding 32. GST rate added successfully. So GST rate 32 added successfully. You can see here 32 has been added. Okay. Also from view you can also see that rate 32 has been added. Now I'm going to delete that GST rate. So any rate you want to delete, you can delete from here. Select that rate. I'm selecting 32 and click on delete. Okay, so GST rate deleted successfully. Now you can see that 32 is not present here. So from view you also can see 32 is not present here. Okay. And now come to item. Okay. So item has four options: insert, update, delete and view. Okay, so let's go to the view first. Okay, same thing, I already have added some items before, so you can see those items are here. You can view those items, their description, unit price and GST rate. Okay, you can see Bubble, Coca-Cola, Colgate, Dabur Honey, Corex, Spandy, Pepsi, Pepsodent, Thumbs Up. So these are the items that I already have added. Okay, now if you want to add more item, you need to go to insert item. So let's say I'm adding one item called test item. Okay, so I'm adding test item here. Clicking on test item, can put to the unit price, say 34 is the unit price, and select the GST rate from here. I am selecting 9.9. Okay, now also I can add more items here like test item 2. Okay, then here test item 2 and the rate is say 80 and GST is 10. Okay, so now I am inserting this into the database. So click on insert. Okay, item saved successfully. So all the items that I have typed here is saved to database. Now I can go to view and check those items. You can see test item this and test item 2. So these two items added here. Okay, now I'm going to update. Okay, say that the GST rate for any item has been changed. So in that case you need to update the item. Okay, or the unit price has been changed. So in that case also you need to come to this update item section and choose the item. Say I am choosing test item. Okay, now unit price is 34, so I am changing unit price 34 to 37 and changing GST rate 10. Okay, so now click on update. I got updated successfully. Okay, now you can also see from here the updated values you can see here. Also from view you can see item test 37 is the new unit price and 10 is the new GST rate. Okay, now I'm going to delete items. So I'm deleting item. Click on delete, and again I am deleting item 2. So clicking on delete. So those two items has been deleted. Okay. Now come to the billing part. Now we need to generate the bill. Okay, so I'm going to generate bill. In this generate bill you can see the company name and address, and here the company logo. The company name and address that you have saved earlier, that will be displayed here. So that I have already saved. So you can see those company and name and address is being displayed here. Okay, now to which client I am giving the bill, that client name and address I am typing here. Say I am typing here okay, client name for example. Okay, client name, address. Okay, so this is client name and address. Address West Bengal. Okay, West Bengal. Okay, then you put pin here. 70001. Okay. Now I'm choosing the items from the list, that the items I already have saved. Say Babul. Unit price is automatically taken, that is saved earlier. Okay. During insert of items. Okay. But now I'm putting the quantity as 20. So amount is already automatically calculated. Tax is also automatically calculated based on the GST rate. Okay, and total is automatically calculated. Now from Babul I am going to Corex and adding new item. So Corex unit price is 15, automatically taken. Now I am putting quantity here, say 30. Now you can see the total is also automatically calculated according to the previous row, that according to the rules that is also applied in the previous row. Okay. Now from Codex I am also taking another item Pepsi. Pepsi I am taking say 80 items. Okay, so amount is automatically calculated, tax automatically calculated, total is automatically calculated. From here you can see the grand total of these items. Okay, this is the total of each items and this is the grand total, and this is the net amount. So net amount and grand total is same here. I have not given any less. Now putting some less. Okay, say I have put 100 rupees less. So in that case the net amount is changed to 2124.5. Okay. Now you can print the bill, save the bill as HTML or save as PDF. So first I am going to show you direct printing. Okay, so if you want direct printing of the bill, so and your printer is obviously working and connected to your laptop or desktop, so you can go for direct printing this bill. But my case the printer is not connected, so if I click on this print bill then it will not print, but you can see that the printing pop-up will come up. Okay, so now I am clicking on the printing bill. Now do you want to save the details in database for future reference? I am clicking yes. Okay, so bill saved in the database. The bill already saved in database. Now here you can see it is trying to print. Okay, so Canon E510 series USB. So this printer is offline. Okay, check that the printer cable is connected and the printer power is on. So my printer is not connected, so I am cancelling the printing. Okay, now I am showing you another two bills which I will save, one as HTML and one as PDF. Okay, so now taking Colgate, quantity say 12. Okay, then come to Pandy, quantity say 45, less is 20 rupees less, saving is at HTML. Okay, now I am saving this file as HTML. Let me save this file as HTML. I'm going to desktop. Okay, test print mail, and this is the HTML. I am saving it. Okay. File saved successfully. Do you want to save bill details in database for future reference? So I am pressing yes. File saved in database. So bill will be saved in database so that I can get the bill if I need in future. Okay. Now creating another bill, quantity say 23 and Pepsi say 40. Okay, I'm giving 40 rupees less here. I am saving it as PDF. Okay, saving it as PDF. Okay, file saved successfully. Do you want to save the bill details in the database for future reference? I say yes. Bill saved in the database. Okay, so We have also saved the bill as HTML and PDF. Now I will see those bills, how it looks. First clicking on the HTML file and see the bill, how it will look. Okay, so here you can see the bill that I have generated. There is the company name and address, client details, client name and address, bill number and bill date, item names, unit price, quantity, amount, GST, tax, all are here. Grand total 20 rupees less, and this is the final net amount. Okay, so this is the bill. If you want to print this bill from this HTML, you can go here and select print. Okay, you can see the print preview here. So this is the print preview. Okay, and I'm closing this part. Okay, now we'll see the PDF file. What is the PDF and how it looks like. Okay, you can see this is the logo, the company name and address, client name and address, bill number, date, Davarani Pepsi. This is the items. Okay, items you have sold, grand total, less amount, and it is the net amount that is need to be paid by the customer. Okay, so these are the bills. Okay, now I am deleting these bills, old bills. Okay, so now I will go to old bills. So in this old bill section, you can select a date range, the bills of which you want to get from a specific date to another specific date. So that will be listed here. Okay. And in case you want a bill of a specific date, so in that case you need to select both from date and to date as the same date. So in today's date I need to search the bills, that is 27th March 2018. So 27th March, 27th March 2018. Again to date also same date, 26th, 27th, 27th March 2018. Okay, now I am searching. These are the bills I have generated. There are some previous bills that I also generated earlier, so that bills are also listing here in the same date. So all are created in today's date. Okay, so now I want to print something. The print is same as I have shown you in the generate bill section. So this will just do the same. Okay, printer pop-up will open up to print, but the printer is not connected, so cancelled it. Now I want to generate the PDF of this bill. Okay, so this bill will be saved as PDF. Okay, so I'm clicking on the save as PDF button. 578. Okay, so I'm saving this bill as PDF. File saved successfully. Okay, now I want to generate the same bill as save as HTML. So print saving is at HTML. So those two bills I have saved as PDF and HTML. So I'll see those bills. So come to test bill here and see those bills what are present there. Bubble, Pepsi and Pepsodent, these are the items that are present. Okay, now you can see these are the bill details. Okay, now come to HTML. Yes, you can see the HTML bill. Okay, in the same way we can also generate the bill for the other items. Okay, now let me delete this and go to here and let me check it and save as PDF 502, save as PDF, and save as HTML. So in same way, two bills will be generated. You can see Dabarani Pepsi, okay, 40 rupees less. So this is the net amount. Okay. In the HTML you also can see these are the items, okay, and this is the net amount, 40 rupees less from grand total. Okay, closing this. Now from the PDF you also can print file and go to print. You can see this is the print preview. Okay, so you also can print from this PDF file. Okay, let me close it. Now I'll show you something related to data. Okay, so in the data part there are two options. One is the backup data and another is restore data. Okay, so first I will take the backup data, but prior to that I will delete all the backups that I already have taken. So I am deleting this backup. Okay, delete those backups that I already have. Okay, so data backup is required to take your important data to another location, so that if some unexpected things like virus affected hard disk crash occurs, so you can restore the data from the backup, so your data will be saved. So best practice is that you need to take the backup on daily basis and keep those backup file in some another location. Say it is your pen drive or external hard disk. Okay, so that if some problems occur in your laptop or desktop, so you can get back the data from your pen drive or external hard disk. Okay, now default the backup location is this, so all the backup that will be taken by this software will be taken in this location. Okay, so now I am taking the backup of the data. Okay, so backup data taken successfully. You can see the backup data already taken. Now I will go to that folder location to see the backup data. Okay, or backup file basically. I am going to see. You can see this is the backup file. And size is 11 KB. One backup file. Now I will restore the backup data. Okay, now go to restore. So only one backup I have taken, that is listed here. I have checked this backup file and click on restore. So restore process started. So database restored successfully. Okay, now to see whether the database restored successfully, I can go to GST rates and view. You can see all the rates here. Okay, now say your database has been accidentally deleted, so in that case you also use the restore option. Okay, so let me open my database. Okay, this is my database. Okay, I'm connecting to database. Okay, password here. So billing, you can see the billing. This billing is the database, and here the data you save are stored. Okay, so you can see the bill details. Okay, all the bill details are saved here. Okay, also the GST master, you can see the GST rates. So GST rates are saved here. In item master, the items are saved here with their rates and unit price. Okay, so let's say your database has been deleted. Okay, so deleting my database. Okay, for any reason accidentally your database has been deleted. You can see database has been deleted. Okay, so now as you have taken the backup, so from that backup you can also get your data back. So in that case you need to go to restore again, and you can see this is your backup file. So I am selecting this backup file and again clicking on restore. So the restore process started. Okay, now one error you can see, database billing does not exist. The database billing as it does not exist, so that was given a message, but however it will create the database and restore the data that you have already saved in this file. This backup file will be again come back to the database. Okay, so now you can see the message database restored successfully. Okay, so now I'm clicking here OK. We'll come to the database again and see, click on refresh. You can see the billing database already come, and from the billing database you can see also that the tables also has arrived here. Now I'm watching the data. You can see the bill data also has arrived here. Okay, so this is why actually data backup and restore is very much necessary, and it is highly recommended that you keep the backup of your database every day. Okay. Now if I go to here, I can also see the GST rates. Okay, you can see the item, you can see those items, so all are available after restoring the data. Okay, so now come to support section. You can contact us, okay, for any queries or any other requirement or any other software you require, or if you want to install this software and use this. Okay, so you can contact us. Our email address is given here, itsolutiongtech@gmail.com, and mr.mohato 888-936@gmail.com. Okay, so you can see the view expiry date from here. So license expiry date is 4/2/2018, that is month, day and year. So next month, that is April 2nd, it will be expired, and the days left, how many days left? So 5 days left to expire. Okay, so you can contact us while ahead to get the new subscription. Okay, once this is expired, it will be asking you the new subscription. Okay, which is very less actually. Okay, now for any help, if you need some help, or if you want to see how this software works, so you need to click on this help section and you can directly see our videos. Okay, so actually it is asking our Google account, as it is uploaded in Google account. So I am going to Google account. Now you can see the video already uploaded here. Okay, so you can see the video from here. Okay, let me start the video. Okay,
hello friends.
so this is the video. You can watch from online as well. Thank you friends, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.